Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Is That Trophy Worth It? This is episode 2, I guess. Not really doing numbers, but it is episode 2. It is the second game I ever platinum. That is Rocket League. Obviously, we all know Rocket League. Well, most people will know Rocket League. It became free to play not too long ago. Obviously, when I got it, it wasn't, but it is now, and it's definitely worth picking up, even if you do not plan on platinum. That's going to something I say straight away. If you enjoy a bit more of a weird game, because cars flying around trying to hit a football into a goal isn't exactly a normal game. But what is a normal game? That's a good question. But let's get right into this trophy review, but also game review. So on PSN profiles, the platinum percentage is 18.93 and a 2.7 plat percentage. That's pretty average, I would say. Around about 20 is like what I would say like a easy-ish game is. It's like a game that you need to put in a little bit of work for, but really isn't that hard. I'm not super impressed by like a 20%. That's why I'm proud of most of my platinums, because they are a little higher than 20%. But anyway, this game took me 2 days and 9 hours around about to finish. And let's just get into that. So this is an online game. That's one thing I should point out. However, you can play a lot of it in the exhibition mode, which is against bots and solo and that kind of stuff. So that's at least good. And that's something you will, well, if you're me, you'll use. If you're not, because I wasn't very good at Rocket League, so I didn't want to play it longer than I had to. So I ended up using a rubber band technique to get some of the more grindy trophies, but we'll get into that later. So coming back to it, looking on the forums for trophies and stuff, one of the things I've found quite often is that there's quite a lot more RNG now than there was back when I played it, because you need specific trails and stuff like that to get a couple of the trophies. So it's maybe a bit more RNG than it used to be, but it's still doable. As far as I can tell, there's only one mention of a bug, and it doesn't seem like it is bugged, so it's okay. But just to point out, it's the car collector bug, which is collect 5 cars, I think. I mean, that would make sense. Yes, it is. But that's got quite a high percentage, so I don't know if that's necessarily true. Typically, you'd look at the lowest percentage trophies, like win the season championship is the lowest, I think. Yeah, just because people don't play the solo in this. They play it to play with their friends, so or to play online, not by themselves, mostly. You only really do that if you are trying to do the platinum, or if you're trying to learn. I was trying to do both, and I found out I really can't do it. I have terrible depth perception. This is not a good game for me. But the one thing I will definitely say about Rocket League is it has an amazing gameplay loop, and it's a game that you can easily lose yourself in. While I can't play it very well, I love watching good Rocket League goals. Oh my word. The way they just fly around the stage is just like, why? How are you doing that? How do you have that level of control? I struggle to hit along the ground. How are you doing in the sky, man? It's impressive to me because I'm not that great. Obviously, there's one thing I should also mention: there are DLC trophies. I have only played the first DLC, which is, I don't know. I think most of it's free. Actually, I think I played it when there was a lot of DLCs. I just haven't unlocked lots in the other ones. I've got to play. Hold on, let me actually check. Yeah, I've got to the season DLC pack 8. I've got trophies in, so. And that's when did I play this? 4 or 5 years ago? Yeah, 5 years ago. 9th of August, 2017. 2 days after my birthday. How nice. And it came out on PS4 in my region on June 24th, 2016. So, yeah, I got it a year after release. So there's probably been a lot more added since then. But this is completely besides the point. It's a really fun game. I will say like 8 out of 10 for gameplay. Like even if you don't plan on ever partnering in this, you don't want to play the solo, just play the multiplayer. Just have fun. This is such a fun game. Highly recommend it. This is one of them where people are like, oh, what's a game I should play that's free on PlayStation? Granted, if I remember it's free, because I'm always like, oh, Rocket League's not free. But then now I'm beginning to remember this free. I'll say Rocket League is a good shout. Like, Rocket League's probably my two go-tos. Smite is because I'm very heavily biased into Smite. I don't even play it anymore. I haven't played it for like a month, and I still recommend it. But so is the point. Now back into the talking about the trophy list. So the exhibition mode is required. You have to play at least one match. You have to do the season championship, which is kind of like the solo campaign. They're relatively easy. You can set the difficulty, or they are just easy. You can set the difficulty to be really easy, so it's not like it's hard. I think you can do pretty much all the trophies here. You can definitely do like I think you can just do almost all of them. There might be that one for like playing an online game or scoring an online game or something like that. Oh yeah, winner 3v3, winner 2v2, winner 1v1, probably. I don't know if you do that necessarily in the seasons. It's been so long since I remember it. Play an online game with someone in your party. There you go. You have to play with someone. So that's something. You do have to have friends. I don't remember who I played with. Who did I play with 5 years ago? Wow. I have no idea. Either way, besides the point. So just keep in mind, you have to play by yourself. But this is, if you don't enjoy like playing by yourself, you can always stick on a podcast, stick on a YouTube video or something. Just have something in the background to listen to. That's what I do if I'm finding myself doing something a bit grindy. I'll listen to a couple of my favorite channels or a podcast or some music. Personal favorite of mine, Drakkinifel, if you like naval history. It's a good place to go. Or the Actman's pretty good for ranting about games. There's a good amount of things you can do. And probably the grindiest trophy in this game is the drive 30 kilometers, and it's definitely the last one I got. 50 kilometers, sorry. I thought it was 30. 30 would be so much easier. 50. It's not the rarest trophy because you kind of get it if you play the game. Thing is, I had every other trophy by this point, and I wasn't trying to play it online with people. So I just kind of put a rubber band on my controller. If you don't know what to do with that, it's put a rubber band around the left stick and have it around the grip of the PS4 controller, and it will keep moving your car to the left, meaning that it will do a donut, and that means that if you do the settings correctly, you are able to just have the car continually go around in a circle, and eventually you'll drive 50 kilometers. I had it on overnight and while I went to school, I think, so it was a really long time for me, but we got there in the end. And if you just play the game normally, you'll get it pretty easily. You probably get it easier because you're using like boosts, etc. You're covering more ground. So let's just now talk what I rate the trophy list. It's going to be a 6 out of 10. Just love it. I definitely think this is a trophy you can definitely go for. Obviously, I'm only saying it's a little above average, but that's because it's an online trophy, which always brings it down. It's quite grindy, and there's always potential for bugs with older games that are online and get frequently patched, as Rocket League still does, because Rocket League is still a really popular game, as it should be, because it deserves to be. I like Rocket League. I have a really big soft spot for Rocket League. But on the positive side, obviously, I've already kind of said the positives. It's fun. It's got a good gameplay loop, and you won't probably find yourself getting bored of it that easily. And it's the same kind of deal with gameplay. It's an 8 out of 10. The only couple of things bring it down. Like me personally, it's not good for someone like me who has terrible depth perception. It's not. Maybe if you don't enjoy like football, you might not find it that fun, or cars, that kind of thing. But it's I think it's a good game. All right, that's it for this review of Rocket League, specifically as Trophy List, but also more generally as a game. I hope to see you in another one of these. Are we doing Rainbow Six Siege next? I don't know when. Maybe tomorrow. We'll have to see. Keep coming back though. We got gameplays and I say occasional, semi-frequent double uploads with me just rambling. But anyway, peace.